Hello and welcome to a video tour for this Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II. I'm going to run through the kit that's going to come with it. So for starters, there is the mains charger with the 240 volt power supply plug, automatic charger, a couple of LEDs on it for charged and full. The USB lead which charges the camera via its USB input. I've taken a photograph of it charging, so not only can you charge via the mains charger, but you can use this USB connector to or lead to connect to the camera. Little red LED illuminates at the back showing charging, so you can do it on the fly and out in the field. This also is the data lead that allows you to transfer pictures from the SD card to the PC. You will need an SD card. I'd advise an XC Class 10 card with the video capabilities and the write speeds of this Digic 7 processor in here, because it is a lovely fast processor. The lens is a 1.8 f1.8, so it's lovely and light. It gives a lot of light into the actual sensor, and being a 1-inch sensor, you get lovely shots from this. It's built-in flash as well, and it does come with this little handheld tripod which enables you to be able to use it as a desktop tripod, as you've just seen, and also as a handheld video tripod for extending your arm out and up in the air, etc., or low down. And this just screws into the bottom of the camera like so, and it articulates with its little button here, so you can maneuver it around like that. So it's quite a handy little tripod, and of course the screen is movable for selfies, etc. I'll just take it off the tripod for the moment, allow me to handle it a bit better. So 1/4-inch tripod mount at the bottom, and the battery slot. I'll just turn the camera off. You'll see the lens retract and the lens cover go over exactly as it should. The flash pops up with a little button, and you just pop it down. The underside, the screen fits perfectly and clips in nicely. The battery is in there, and the SD card slot is there. So very capable camera, these. They take a great shot. You've got an exposure dial on the underside of the main program dial there, all the usual things. The camera doesn't come with its original box or owner's manual, but you can download the instructions very easily from Canon support. The zoom works perfectly, as you can see, and the autofocus works fine. No card in there at the moment, so let's just put it on onto the menu, because it's got lots of menu settings and also a touch screen which works perfectly like so. And there's a record button, so you can see it focusing with the green squares for the autofocus. The lens barrel, well, the lens barrel has this really nice rotating ring to enable you to be able to adjust all the settings without having to use the little menu dial on the back. So this is quite handy. You just select what you want to do with it, zoom or ISO, exposure, that sort of thing, f-stops. The lens barrel has a little bit of wobble, but it's exactly the same as all the ones I've had before, and there is a wrist strap as well. Okay, so slight negatives. Well, there is a little bit of marking to the camera just around this ring here, but nothing too spectacular. The corner has taken a little bit of a scrape, and there's just a bit of the corner which has rubbed off. It's got NFC and Wi-Fi, and the lens itself has either some dust ingress or something into it, all very fine, and none of it is large, but it's very fine, and it just doesn't affect the photographic ability of the camera. It just in certain lights allows you to be able to see that. So if you're very particular about one of these, they do come along practically new, but you're looking at the north side of 400 quid for them. But if you want one which is just going to do the job well, then this one is fine. So little mark to the corner and just a little bit of light dust ingress. I've polished the lens as best as I can, but you can see it in the pictures. There's some dust ingress, but not too bad. Okay, so the screen is mint as well. That's really nice condition. I'll just turn the screen off so hopefully we'll get a shot of that. So as you can see, just some thumbprints there, but all that polishes off really nicely. There's no major scratches. As soon as you take these out of the boxes, they tend to scratch up. Oh, excuse me. As soon as you take these out of the boxes, they scratch up, and the acrylic's quite soft, but this one's not exhibiting anything much in the way of markings at all. So anyway, there we are. That's a G7 Mark II, very compact, capable camera with its usual metal case, etc. The charger, just add your SD card and you can go out filming and taking lovely photographs to your heart's content. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.